Okay, fine. Then how DevOps could eliminate all the challenges, isn't it? So now let's try to understand what DevOps is. We have understood why DevOps came in, right? Now let's talk about what is DevOps, how it could eliminate the challenges and what is happening. See, in DevOps, you have continuous development, continuous testing, continuous integration, along with continuous deployment and continuous monitoring. What is meant by that? Let me tell you. Suppose developers have written some code. Okay, let's say this is some code changes, some code developers have written. Now, this code will go all the way through development. I mean, this is development, so it will go all the way through continuous testing, continuous integration, continuous deployment, and continuous monitoring till it reaches the production server. Means whenever the developers write the code will hit the production servers automatically without any manual intervention. Right? That's what is DevOps. Don't worry, I'll elaborate it. Okay. So developers wrote some code. This will hit the production servers automatically without any manual intervention. Meaning, let me make it more clear. See, there is a dev team, okay, who write the code. Now, there is a QA team who write the test cases. Let's say here, because we were talking about automation, some automation test cases. They will write the automation test cases, okay, maybe by using some test tool like Selenium, JMeter, UFT, whatever it is. They'll write the test cases. Now, once the code is written, okay, we will automatically execute the test cases on that particular code and deploy the code to production. That's what DevOps teams does. See, actually in the traditional methodology, I'm talking about dev team. Okay, they write the code. Okay, then QA team will test the particular application or particular code. Let's say QA team identified some bugs. Okay, they have identified some defects. They'll report it to dev team. They'll fix it. This process. Can you all see the screen? Still, people are having trouble seeing the screen. Can you all see the screen?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am, visible, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Okay. Please check from your end, whoever cannot see. So this process keep on continuing. Okay, let's say then QA team have identified the application is bug free. Okay, let's say the application is bug free. Now in the traditional approach, what they will do, this QA team will hand over the application to ops team. I'm talking about traditional approach. They will hand over this application to ops team. They'll hand over this application along with some instruction document. Instructions for what? Because see, this ops team have to deploy it in production. Means there'll be some prod servers. Please keep muted, everyone. Please keep muted. So they should deploy it on production server. Means on this production server, this ops team should install the softwares required to run the app. They should install some services required to run this application, isn't it? Let's say this application is some Java app. So they should install Java. They should install some services, whichever required, right? Also, maybe during this installation process, there might be some errors coming up. They need to fix the errors. Also, it's not just simply installing Java. They should make sure they are installing the right version of Java that is compatible with the app. Am I correct? They cannot install whatever they want, like Java 8, Java 11 and all. They should install the Java which is compatible with that. Right? So that's what this team will provide the instruction document. Dev team will also provide the instruction document. By following the instruction document, they should install the packages, services. If any errors coming up, they should fix them during the installation. And also sometimes this installation steps differs from OS to OS, right? Maybe your production server is Windows. Here Java installation steps may be different. Let's say they also have a production server Linux. So steps vary from environment to environment, and the instruction document may not be properly understood by ops team. Sometimes those instructions may not be working properly. Am I correct? So these are all the challenges which ops teams face to deploy the application to production servers. Means it takes a lot of time for the application to reach the end users, and there is a lot of delay here, right? Lot of delay for the application to reach the end users. This is the traditional approach, right? So now how can this process be like, how can the pace of this process be accelerated? How can we accelerate the pace of this process? That's where again DevOps comes in. How DevOps can help solve this problem? See here, developers, instead of handing over the application to ops team, they will hand over the application to DevOps team. Who's a DevOps team? DevOps team is nothing but a team of people who know the complete process of automation. Means they will not install the services, packages this way manually. Okay, they are not bothered about installing the installing the packages, configuring the servers manually. They have the process of automation. Means whenever application is handed over to DevOps team know the complete process of deploying it to production servers automatically. Right, that's where the difference comes in. So it doesn't mean does it mean that developers should also know coding? And who are this developer DevOps team? Isn't it? What knowledge that they should have? How can they automate this process? Isn't it? So let's talk about this now. No, just give me a second. Yeah. So this DevOps team is nothing but a team of people. Okay, this team of people may be having a development background, or else may have a test background, or else maybe a non-IT person, or else maybe from any background. Okay, they need not know development, because DevOps team doesn't write the code. They don't write the test case also, because we do have a separate dev team. We do have a separate QA team. Then what do DevOps do? Whenever they were handovering this application, they need the complete process of once the application is handed over, they can automate the build process, they can automate the test process, they can automate the integration process, and they can automate the deployment process, and also they can automate the monitoring process. Right, means once application is given to a DevOps team, they will automate the process of building, testing, integrating, deploying, and monitoring. Right, so this is what a DevOps team. So whoever knows this process, they can become a DevOps engineer. Let's say you are a developer for 15 years. Now you want to switch to DevOps. Yes, if you know the process, you will be working in this area. Even though you have a previous developer experience, now as a DevOps person, you will be working in this area. You will not be working on writing the code. Am I clear, or any confusion said? Because there'll be a lot of questions, lot of confusion over this point. If I'm DevOps person, should I do also coding? Should I write the code? If you write the code, what do dev team do? You have a separate development team. So you will not be writing the code. You will not be writing the test cases, because you have a separate testing team. They give the test case. Then what do? You automate the test case execution. You execute the test cases here. So whoever know this process of automation can become a DevOps person. I'm expecting more questions at least now. Are you all clear and following? I'm not seeing any questions. So can I consider that, or you all thorough and clear with what I am saying? Agree with me, everyone?
Yes.
Right. So you need to know
Yes,
this
but
automation. Yeah, please tell me. Are you saying
yes,
anything?
but yes, but some little bit confusion there. So that's why it's
Yeah,
new to
where you
me.
have in this part you have confusion.
Yes, yes.
Okay. See here, you have to automate the whole process after developer writing the code. Developer will write the code. Test cases will be written by testers. You need to automate the process of taking the code, build the code automatically, test the code automatically, means run the test case given by testers, integrate it automatically, deploy the code automatically. Of course, first you deploy to lower environments, dev, staging, UAT, then to prod, and then monitor it. How is this process, how is this automation possible? This automation is possible by use of the tools. Lot of tools are used. We have our DevOps strategies. Okay, by implementing these strategies, by implementing the tools, we could automate the complete process initially. And this process is called CI/CD pipeline. Right, this process of automation is called CI/CD pipeline, where tools are involved, DevOps strategies are involved. So this is what we'll be learning in our course. So once you automate this, initially to design this pipeline, you may need more people, like 4 to 5 DevOps engineers may be required. Of course, number depends on the size of the application and all. Once it is created, then just you need 1 or 2 people to monitor the pipeline. Okay, there is a question from Gautam. Concept of CI/CD introduced with XP framework of Agile, then how can we say Agile did not solve ops problems? Agile solved the problem to some extent, Gautam. That's what I said. To make it more clear, let me differentiate. Let's talk about SDLC. Okay, the waterfall methodology. Here you have actually development. After development, testing begins. Only after development you have deployment. After deployment you have monitoring of your application. Okay, each one after the other. Then with Agile what happened? Yes, like you said, you have continuous development. Okay, continuous testing, continuous integration. Yes, this is available in Agile, but deployment was manual. Like, it's not completely automated. You may be using some tools, but the CI/CD pipeline concept till deployment, automating to production, was not there in Agile methodology. Then you have continuous monitoring. But then with the DevOps, you have continuous development, continuous testing, continuous integration, along with continuous deployment and continuous monitoring. Got it clear, everyone? Am
So
I clear?
DevOps, yeah, Preeti. So
See,
DevOps
the
comes,
term, just 1 second, please. The term continuous is important here. Continuous means everything is happening parallelly, iteratively. It's not one after the other, rather, it's happening iteratively. Yes, please tell me now.
yeah, DevOps comes after the testing, like in a deploy stage.
No, it happens parallelly. See, your developers wrote the code, okay? Then it will be pulled, build, of course, in between you will be also having, we'll be talking about the granular level. There were also other stages we'll be talking about a little later. You will have build phase in between. You may have a code review phase in between, which is again automatic. So continuous development, continuous building and whatever. Then continuous testing. First again, testing in like a unit test case execution, then integration level testing, then regression and so on. Also, this happens in each environment. This pipeline, you'll have the same pipeline in multiple environments, like you have it in SIT, you have it in UAT, you have it in pre-prod and then in prod. Got it, Rohini and everyone?
Yeah.
Right? So again, you have different levels of testing. You have different levels of testing. You have deployments first from lower environment to higher environment and so on. What is the use of it? Why should we go for it? Okay, we understood what is DevOps, but why not? Why not traditional approach? What difference does it make? It makes delivery faster, faster deployments. Application reaches the end users very quickly. Let me give another example. Take Amazon.com. Okay, when there is any pandemic, like there is some COVID situation a couple of years back, right? So when there is COVID, or like very quickly we could see some new feature in Amazon.com, like let's say there is no deliveries to such to particular locations, or else there is some funds, charities, donations happen through Amazon.com when you purchase something, right? Right, so you have a lot of features there which you can see overnight. Have you ever wondered how could you see a feature overnight without the whole process, isn't it? How could we see a new feature in the application overnight? Yeah, how do it doesn't go through deployment, building, testing? How could we see a feature overnight? How could be it very faster? That's what DevOps does. DevOps can help you automate deployments to productions also very quickly. The best example is Amazon.com, Facebook.com. These are all the best examples of who are implementing DevOps. Almost all the gigantic companies are implementing it. And yeah, almost mid companies, like small companies, were also implementing this because of faster delivery. Quality of the product is improved. How can quality improve? Because see, this process keep on continuing iteratively. This process happens for every change developer make. Developer may be writing us a new feature, maybe developing a new feature. The whole process continues. Means the whole process is implemented. Means you build it, you test it, you integrate it, you deploy it in each and every environment very quickly. So obviously quality is improved, delivery is improved, right? And also initially you may need more people. It reduces the manpower, less manpower. right? Because whole process automated, 24/7 automation possible. You need any new feature, you don't need to take a month or two to deliver a new feature, right? So 24/7 automation, that's what companies, that's what clients need, right? What else they need, right? Reduces the manpower means, yes, the strongest will survive in the market in the near future. Strongest, I mean, whoever have this process of automation, who are well with the automation tools, who are well with the DevOps strategies, who are well versed with the tools and DevOps strategies will survive in the market in the near future. And this is the right time to invest your time, your effort, and to learn such content, such tools. Whether you are a developer, maybe you still want to continue as a developer only, but still you need to know this process, right? So whether you are a developer or a tester or ops person, whoever you are, whatever role you are playing in IT, you need, everyone should learn this DevOps methodology, which is going to be the future. Yes, Aparna, this box is the pipeline. Don't worry, okay? In a couple of minutes, I'll also show you that pipeline with a diagram so that it would be more clear. See, DevOps is too vast, okay? We have a lot of content here, okay? As we go by day, you will get a clarity. We'll implement this, okay? Not only just learning what is DevOps, what is pipeline, we'll implement. We will create our own pipeline on 2 applications. By the end of this course, you'll be well versed with the pipeline, the strategies, where to use which tool and so on. Okay, just allow some time, just give me 2 months, you'll be well versed with all the DevOps tools, strategies, topics. By the end of this course, you'll be able to clear any DevOps interview. That assurance this course can help you with. And also it will help you work in the projects independently, provided you should give me the time, you should do the complete hands-on, everyday regular rigorous hands-on should be done. These are the 2 things you need to do from your end. Whoever are very serious about switching your career, whoever are very serious to learn such a technologies which rules the market in couple of years, yes, this is a right option for you. So yeah, now we understood what is DevOps and why DevOps came in, right? Why you should learn it. Yes, one more thing is, yes, DevOps is having a huge demand in the market right now. Even in this recession period, I know people who have got multiple offers and who are getting still calls on DevOps. That's only with the DevOps technology. I can still say that. So any more questions, do let me know. And yeah, let's have a quick recap of what we discussed. Yes, tell me please. Anyone trying to speak?
Yes, Preeti. Yeah, this is Bharat. Will you provide any real-time projects like for understanding?
Complete real scenarios will be covered, Bharat. Like that, that's what I said. You can clear your interviews, you can work in the projects independently. How is that possible? Definitely complete real scenarios will be covered on every topic from the basics till advanced concept, so that you can sure of clearing your interviews. Provided you should spend the time, you should give me the time, you should do the hands-on.
Madam, can you
So this
send the recorded videos
time is
also?
Sorry?
Can you share the recorded videos also? Recorded videos.
Definitely the class recordings will be shared. Yeah, just give me 5 more minutes. I'll talk about the class recordings, everything. 5 more minutes, please. Yeah, so dev plus QA plus ops team. So all these teams work together, or else they work closely, which helps you understand the DevOps methodology. Waterfall methodology we have discussed, drawbacks. See, this is like a notes for you. I'll share you this presentation, which you can refer for recollecting the things. Okay. And what is DevOps? We have discussed the differences. Waterfall, if you see, each phase goes one after the other, whereas in Agile methodology, the phases goes in parallel, like iteratively, continuously. Whereas in DevOps, yes, you have the continuous process of deployment also, right? So you could also analyze these pages. I'll share it with you after the class. Now let's talk about roles and responsibilities. Who is a DevOps person? Like I said, you may be coming from any background. You may be an IT person, you may be a DBA, you may be ops person, you may be a middleware guy. If you know the process of automation, if you know the process of CI/CD pipeline, and if you know the tools and strategies, yes, you are eligible to work as a DevOps person. If you are selected as a DevOps person, you will not be writing the code for developing an application. Okay.